What up, it's your boy Desmond. I'm back at you with another video. As you can see, I'm rocking my J-Mac jersey once again. Last time I had this on was when we went against the Rams, and I was standing up to the media and all these haters and all these trolls that decided to come out of nowhere all of a sudden because we finally took an L after going like what, 10 or 11 straight wins. But anyway, so we're going against the Indianapolis Colts, and Andrew Luck is back. You know, even though he only threw four touchdowns and 3 interceptions, I believe. You know what? You know, it's kind of expected because, you know, he's coming back from 2 or 3 years, I believe. So, you know, he's going to start off a little slow, but I believe he's definitely going to warm up later in the season. He's really going to look like himself. So, they do have Andrew Luck. Their biggest threat, in my opinion, is definitely T.Y. Hilton. I can't remember that running back name. I guess I'll note it right here. I can't remember, but they haven't really gotten a rushing touchdown, you know, just yet. Who knows? Maybe it might happen this Sunday. Who the hell knows? I understand it is now Nelson Aguilar, it is Kamar Aiken, it is Jordan Matthews, and Shelton Gibson. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be using Nelson Aguilar, Zach Ertz more, and definitely I don't know what's going on with Dallas Goedert. I don't know why we're not using. He's probably hurting or something. That's probably there's no way we could just be he just not be getting used. I believe he was kind of hurt, you know, during preseason. Maybe it kind of came back on him. So I don't blame him if we don't really use. Excuse me. I'll be seeing us using what's his name? I don't know the guy first name. Was it Justin Perkins or whatever his first name is? I don't really know. But I seen us use him a lot more last game than Dallas Goedert. So but I know one thing: when he comes back and is 100% for sure, he'll be a threat without a doubt. I hear that Josh Adams is playing. I'm really excited for that. Another guy that was undrafted, just like Corey Clement. Corey Clement's going to be there. Josh Adams going to be there, and Wendell Smallwood. I don't think Darren Sproles is playing this game, and I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about Jay Ajayi. I mean, Jay Ajayi is definitely a big starter, but you know, in the end, we still got Corey Clement. Josh Adams is coming. I'm very excited for him. And Wendell Smallwood, I really don't like the guy, but he had a pretty good game. You know, he was alright. He was alright. Carson Wentz is coming back. I'm very, very excited for that. I'm not so sure that Carson Wentz is going to be himself because he hasn't really, you know, it's been about 10 months right now. You know, he hasn't really played in the playoffs at all. You know, Nick Foles covered him after he got hurt. Sorry if I reminded y'all of the nightmare. But who knows? Maybe Carson Wentz might have a great game. I mean, I don't really think the Indianapolis defense is really good, honestly. I mean, I'm pretty sure if Jamison Crowder or what's his name, AJ Green can get open, I'm pretty sure one of our wide receivers would definitely get open. I mean, Nelson Aguilar is fast as hell. Jordan Matthews, we'll see. I'm not going to say he's going to have a great game, but I think he is going to be the sleeper as far as the signing goes because nobody liked the signing of Jordan Matthews. But I think he's going to have a good short-term season, and everyone's going to jump on the bandwagon. That's exactly how it is. I'm sorry, but I'm speaking facts. That's exactly how this fan base can be. Kamar Aiken, he has a lot to prove. He has a lot to prove. He wasn't really impressive last week. If Jeremy Maclin does decide to come back to Philly, 2 things are going to happen. Either Kamar Aiken is going to get cut or Sheldon Gibson is going to go back to the practice squad. That's what I think is going to happen. But so Kamar Aiken has a lot to prove. I really don't think he's really going to prove himself all like that, especially because Nelson Aguilar might be at number 1 or number 2, and I don't know what's going to happen exactly. But I do know one thing for sure is that I hear that Josh Adams is going to be starting. That might leave Corey Clement at third back, or I don't know. But I'm very excited for Josh Adams. I'm so excited for him. Hopefully he can prove to be another steal without a doubt. But our defense, I think our defense is going to, I know they didn't really do so good last week. It was atrocious. Jalen Mills getting torched left and right. And I'm not sure who's going to be sticking T.Y. Hilton, but that guy is fast. And we cannot, I repeat, we cannot leave this guy open like we did with Deshaun Jackson. No, T.Y. Hilton is not Deshaun Jackson. And he's definitely not Mike Evans, but I do believe that T.Y. Hilton is definitely underrated. And he's one person we cannot sleep on because he will get open without a doubt. He will get open. We got to keep an eye on him. And as for their tight end position, I know they have Jack Doyle as their starting tight end. The only reason why I know because he's in one of my fantasies, and I needed a tight end, and he was the only one available, so I ended up picking him. As for the running back, I believe that he was drafted in the 5th round. Something Walker, if I'm correct. Chris Walker, or I'm sorry if I get the first name. I don't know who it is, but I do know he's a rookie from the 5th round. I'm sure a run defense is definitely going to hold him back without a doubt. And I don't think their offensive lineman is definitely not on the level of Tampa Bay, but I'm not going to underestimate nor sleep on the Indianapolis Colts. How can we win this? Simply pressure Andrew Luck. Definitely contain T.Y. Hilton without a doubt. Contain T.Y. Hilton. I'm sure we can hold down the run game. And it all comes down to Carson Wentz. I know him coming back. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say Carson Wentz is going to play elite status right away, but I'm kind of expecting about at least no more than 3 touchdowns for Carson Wentz. Around no more than 200 yards and 1 interception. I'm going to say at least 1 or 2 interceptions. I'm only saying that because I believe Carson Wentz is going to make some mistakes. Only because Carson Wentz is coming back. It's going to basically be his home opener against the Colts. He's probably going to have a little sluggish, run, but I believe he is definitely going to warm up, and later in the season he'll look like himself without a doubt. But I also know that Carson Wentz is also the type of guy that he does not sleep. He's fully committed to this team. He always look at the film. He's all about football. He always put his team. He even puts his team before his own wife. That's very crazy, but that's one hell of a commitment. So I'm not too worried about Carson Wentz, but I mean, I might expect a mistake or two. Probably a pick or two. That's all. But other than that, I think he'll definitely warm up. So that's pretty much it. I think this is a winnable game without a doubt. I'm not going to underestimate the Indianapolis Colts. I know they lost to the Bengals. It was like 24-23, and they beat the Redskins. It was like 21-9. I could say it was an impressive win, but at the same time, the Washington Redskins are known for struggling on home openers. They struggle in home openers. I don't really think they're that good at home, honestly. I do know they're going against the Packers. I think it's a Sunday, but I really don't know who's going to win. I'll probably go with the Packers. I'll probably go with the Packers winning. I don't know, y'all. I did kind of pick the Packers to win, but we'll just see. But anyway, I'm expecting a win from this game, though. We'll see what happens. I think it's going to be a tough game without a doubt. T.Y. Hilton's probably going to have a good game because our secondaries, when they miscommunicate, it's really not a good look at all. But I will say that Jalen Mills got to step his game up. He's definitely got to step his game up. He did not look good. He was torched left and right. He's got to step his game up. A defensive lineman, I'm not sure what happened with Fletcher Cox when he may come back. I know either Derek Barnett or Derek Barnett or Michael Bennett. I'm not sure which one is going to be started, but I do know Brandon Graham is starting. I'm not sure. We're so rotational. I'm not even sure who's our starter no more, honestly. But I will say this: we gotta blitz. But Jim Schwartz is so damn stubborn. It's a fucking problem. We gotta fucking blitz. We gotta put the pressure on Andrew Luck. Seriously. And definitely shut down the run game, which I believe we are going to do, but it needs to be a guarantee. But other than that, it's probably going to be a great defensive game, without a doubt. I'll say more of a defensive game. But since Carson Wentz is coming back and this will be his first ever home game, I am very excited, and I'm just looking forward, and I'm hoping and praying he will be able to last the entire game, which I believe he can. But this comes down to our offensive lineman. We got to protect Carson Wentz at all times. Protect Carson Wentz at all times. It's not even guaranteed that he's going to look like his old self. At least because we got to give him time to warm up. That's pretty much what it is. Other than that, I think that we can win this. We need to fire back from last week's L. And our biggest mistakes last week, the only reason why we lost is because Deshaun Jackson got wide the fuck open. That was a huge loss for us right there. That was a huge problem. And a missed tackle on O.J. Howard. And we take those away, we would have pretty much won that game without a doubt. If offense can do a better job, he's back on the 3 and outs, because that's another thing. Our defense was pretty gassed last week because our offense wasn't really doing a good job. So if we can do a better job in the offense, I feel like we'll definitely have a great game. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm expecting at least 2 touchdowns and 1 interception from Carson Wentz, probably around no more than 200 yards. But that can only be if our offensive line can protect Carson Wentz without a doubt. Other than that, I'm just very excited. I'm looking forward to this, and let's get this W. I was supposed to go to this game, but it might not happen. Honestly, it just sucks being an adult. I was supposed to get my dad tickets to. I was supposed to get me and my dad tickets to go in, but it would have been his birthday gift because he's a Colts fan. It really sucks. It sucks being an adult. You gotta put life. You gotta put life in front. I would get season tickets if I could, but it's just, it's not the same anymore now since we won the Super Bowl. Price is going up. I got things I got to take care of right now. It sucks being an adult. It sucks being responsible, but it is what it is. That's life for you. But anyway, I might tailgate. I'm not too sure. I might tailgate. I might come back here, or I might just go to the next Sunday. I'm not too sure, but I do have to work later that Sunday. But we'll just see. But anyway, I'm excited for this. Let's get this W, man. Let's be 2-1. Let's be 2-1. It was kind of like last year. We lost like this to the Chiefs. The game looked a lot closer. We showed heart, and we turned out to be a lot stronger later on. So let this be the year as well. Except I believe the real season starts after week 8 or week 9, because a lot of our players will be back by then. Guaranteed. Alshon Jeffrey, Fletcher Cox will be back without a doubt. Tim Jernigan may be back without a doubt. Mike Wallace will be back. I mean, dog, the list is on. The list is pretty big. Like, we'll be a real team by later in the midseason. So until then, we gotta hold strong and we gotta get some W's. So with that being said, I've said enough. And this your boy Daddy checking out of here. It is always Fly Eagles Fly, and I'm out. Peace.